Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another day of Ada. In today's video, that was weird. In today's video, we're gonna be going through 101 horror books to read before you're murdered. And I have done this before where I went through the checklist of all of the books back here. So we're kind of just gonna update it, and then I might either have a follow-up video for this or make this an extremely long video where I go through all of the book recommendations and cross out the ones I'm not interested in, because I bought this, actually my brother bought this for me for Christmas a couple of years ago, and at the time I was trying to make all this content, and like I still love making content, but I was making a bunch of content that I wasn't excited for, that I was just, hey, there's 101 horror novels to read before you're murdered. They're obviously recommendations, and I'm sure that, you know, Sadie, Mother Horror Hartman, you know, I'm sure that she enjoyed these, and, you know, I'm glad that she recommended them. But there are certain things that I found in novels, especially horror novels, that are like triggering to me, that I can't read, or I can read but I strongly dislike it. So we're just gonna jump right in, and first we're gonna start with the checklist. We'll see how long it takes. Okay, so right here is A Lush and Searing Hell. A Lush and Seething Hell by John Honor Jacobs. No, haven't read it. A Place for Sinners. I'll just let you know when we get to one I've read. I've already marked off The Ancestor by Danielle Trusanay. Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. This is like a sci-fi horror, but it's one that I've heard amazing things about, so I haven't read it yet. I don't even physically own it, but I'm sure I could get it at my library if I really wanted to. And I'm actually excited for that one, which is weird because it's sci-fi, but there's that. Then there's Baby Teeth by Zoe Stage. Read it, really enjoyed it. It's like a creepy kid story. So these two doctors basically are on call, and then they get this child that comes in, but she's mute and she's been abused, and she's kind of creepy. I really enjoyed this. I do believe that this was actually based on a true story that happened in real life, and that's what made it so powerful for me. Then there's The Ballad of Black Tom by Victor Lavelle. That one's already marked off because it's a short story, and I read it and it was weird. So if you want weird horror, go for it. There's The Beautiful Thing That Awaits Us All. Haven't read it, don't even know what it's about. The Bone Weaver's Orchard by Sarah Reed. Haven't read it. The Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig. That one's already marked off. I have a video where I read it, or DNF'd it or something. The Bottoms by Joe R. Lansdell. That sounds familiar. Hold on. I'm gonna go see what The Bottoms is, or maybe, okay, The Bottoms. I feel like I've read that one. The Bottoms. The Bottoms by Joe. Oh, yeah. Okay. You know what? It's been, I mean, it hasn't been a long time. But I have read this. Obviously, if it's not very memorable, I didn't love it, but I did read it. Okay. Boys in the Valley by Philip Franceschi. I haven't read that one. I heard it's kind of like Lord of the Flies, which I love, so that's cool. Broken Monsters by Lauren Bukes. Nope. Camp Slaughter. That's one I still really want to read, but I don't own it, so there's that. Children of Chicago by Cynthia Paloyo. No, I haven't read it. The Children on the Hill by Jennifer McMahon. The Children on the Hill is one that I have currently out on my Libby app, but you guessed it, I haven't read it. Come Closer by Sarah Gran, I already have marked off. I've read it. I didn't like it. It was weird and confusing. Coyote Song by Gabino Iglesias. I'm going to tell you right now, I might not read that one. I might not. Because I read a different book by this author, and I didn't love it as much as I thought I would. So, I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay. Cry Your Way Home. Have not read it. December Park by Ronald Malfi. I don't think I've read that one either. The Deep by Nick Cutter. Definitely haven't read. I read The Deep. I read the one about the plague where they were on the island. The island, is it the island? I don't think it's the island. Nick Cutter books. Let's see.
According to Wikipedia, Nick Carter Killmaster is a series of spy adventures published from 1964 until 1990. First,
Nick Cutter books.
According to Wikipedia,
books by Nick Cutter.
Craig Davidson is the author of 44 books.
Okay.
Here are the first 3.
Okay, The Troop. The Troop is the one that I've read. I thought it was too much. I thought it was gross. And I get that that's the whole point of horror sometimes, but I'm scared to read The Deep because I read The Troop and was severely grossed out. The Deer Kings by Wendy Wagner. No idea what that one is. The Demonologist. Devil's Creek. Falling in Love with Hominids. Ooh. I'm probably not gonna read that. I don't like creature features, so. The Fearing. The Fisherman. I'm actually somewhat interested in The Fisherman. A Full Immersion. The Ghost Sequence. The Ghost Tree by Christina Henry. I have read The Ghost Tree. I did not love it. I don't know if Christina Henry is the author for me. I did really enjoy the domestic horror novel. The Ghost Tree? No, that's The Ghost Tree. I don't remember this book. I really enjoyed that one. But I don't own it physically, and I'm not sure if I'm going to read any more from Christina Henry. I don't know. Part of me really wants to, but I've read one of her dark fairy tale reimaginings, like the Peter Pan one. I've read The Ghost Tree, and I've read whatever the heck this one was. Oh, I've actually read two other ones. One other one. Christina Henry books.
Christina
Okay, so I've
Henry
read.
is the author of 53 books. Here are the first three.
I've
Lost
read.
Boy, Red Queen, and Alice.
I've read Lost Boy. I've read Near the Bone. Near the Bone was my favorite. I've read The Ghost Tree, but didn't love it. And I've read Good Girls Don't Die. So I don't want to say that I'm forever done with Christina Henry's books, but I'm also not like, I don't love them. They're just kind of like Megan Miranda books for me. They're like mid. Oh, that makes me feel bad. Goal. Gone to See the Riverman. Good Neighbors. Goth. Greener Pastures. Grind Your Bones to Dust. The Grip of It by Jack Jamek. There's a reading vlog of me reading that. The Hacienda was a DNF for me. Heart-Shaped Box. I believe I DNF'd that as well. I'm not sure if I like horror novels. And if I do, I'm very, very picky about them. There was a time when I thought I would read every horror novel, but that's just not feasible for me. I'm also like, I like horror as a genre, but it's not my go-to. My go-to this year has been romance, but in general, my go-to is romance or thriller. Okay. Then there's Hearts Strange and Dreadful. Hex. I own that one, but I haven't read it yet. I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Anne Reid. I would own that one. I really enjoyed that one. In the Valley of the Sun. Nope. Just Like Home. I've read. Kill Creek by Scott Thomas. I've also read. Kin by Keelan Patrick Burke. Nope, haven't read it. Knock Knock. Last Days. The Last Days of Jack Sparks. The Laws of the Skies. I'm actually currently reading it. I'm listening to it on audiobook. You're not going to be surprised here, but I'm not enjoying it. So, I'm gonna count it because I am 70% of the way done. So I should be done with it within the next 2 days. The Library at Mount Char. The Listener. I've actually already read The Listener. I thought it was fine. Little Eve by Katrina Ward. Mexican Gothic. The Loop. The Nightmare Girl by Jonathan Jans. That one is... I've DNF'd. North American Lake Monsters. #1 fan. Of Foster Homes and Flies. I have read that one. That one was a banger. That one was really, really good. I very much so enjoyed it. I would actually take a physical copy if I ever find the physical copy. I read it digitally and really enjoyed it. It might just be because I'm a foster mom. So maybe seeing where this kid came from, even though it wasn't like my children, or the kids in my home. It wasn't their story, but in a way it made me feel more connected to them. That might sound stupid, but it's true. Pen Pal. I have right here. Pen Pal. I've read it. It started as a Reddit story, and it was like these interconnected stories that were very creepy. I think I gave it 4 stars. Okay. Then we have Red by Jack Ketchum. Haven't read that yet. Red Hands by Christopher Golden. Red X by David Demchuk. The Return by Rachel Harrison. I've read. It's already marked off. Okay. Revelator. I don't know what that is. Ring Shouts. I've DNF'd. Rites of Exorcism. The Ruins. The Ruins by Scott Smith. Do I own that book? I heard someone talking about this recently, and they really enjoyed it. She said Destroy, Shiver, Selected Stories, The Silence, Stranded, Suffer the Children. I'm actually reading that one right now, so I'm gonna mark that off because I'm about 50% off with the way through, and surprise, surprise, not enjoying it. Oh, The Switch House by Tim Meyer is one that I read. I thought that one was weird. It was kind of also like reality TV-esque, and I don't normally like that. But it was fine. I gave it like a 3-star, I think. Tender is the Flesh. I DNF'd because of the severe cannibalism. And here's the thing. I get disgusted super easily when people are talking about stuff while I'm eating. Or they'll like bring up, this used to be a cow, this used to be a pig, or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I know that, but I don't want to think about it while I'm eating it. And I definitely got super grossed out about cannibalism. I can't handle that in my books, I've found out. I mean, there's one book that has cannibalism that was done well. The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim. Also, I guess Butcher and Blackbird. That one was good too. Okay. Anyways, let's go here. Things We Lost in the Fire. I actually did read that one on Kindle book. So check that off. Transmuted. The Trees Grew Because I Bled There by Eric LaRocca. Tribal Screams. True Crime. The Twisted One. Walk the Darkness Down. We Are Here to Hurt Each Other. We Need to Do Something by Max Booth III. That is one of my favorite horror novels ever. When the Reckoning Comes. I loved that book too. I still need to buy a physical copy though. White Horse. I did not like. The Wicked. The Wingspan of Severed Hands. The Worm and His Kings. Zone 1. And then authors. So Adam Neville, Alma Katsu, Anya Alborn, Christopher Boulogne, Grady Hendrix, Josh Mallerman, Paul Tremblay, Stephen Graham Jones, Tierniva Du, and V. Castro. So thanks for updating this with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. I think I want to do another one of these where I actually go through every single book that's in here. And the ones that I'm not interested in, I'm just going to put an X over because I'm really done forcing myself to read things that I'm not interested in just for content. I love you guys. but I'm not willing to put myself through that anymore. So I guess I will see you in tomorrow's video. Hopefully it will be going through all of these or updating you on other reading challenges that I'm participating in 2025. I'll see you guys later.